I mean, just look at this beauty, okay? Look at where I'm at with Apex. This is actually spectacular. I'm pretty sure this is the best account you've ever seen in your life. I did not lose that eval that I had right here. I just canceled the bill because I'm like, I'd rather start over with a new one with a full drawdown. I wasn't doing like too terrible in it. Again, I'd rather pay for a new one. A big thing that I'm struggling with right now is trusting in my ability to read and understand price action. It's very frustrating because I know that I know enough to be consistent, like as far as like strategy wise and things like that. Now, don't get me wrong. Okay. There are the days where I look at the charts and I'm like, what the heck is happening? Okay. This is looking like Chinese. Like it's sometimes there are days where it just feels like I'm super brand new. Like I'm just learning what a freaking candlestick is. There are those days that's like that. But then there are these times and these moments where everything is very clear to me. I know what I want to do. I know what I want to see. I'm eyeing this level, that level, this trend line break, this pattern, whatever, this volume spike, the divergence. I mean, I see it all together as one nice, like the puzzle pieces aren't scattered. They're together. And then there are those times, and then in those moments, I start planning trades. Sometimes for hours or even like days in advance, even over the weekend. Thursday is the end of my trading week because right now I don't trade Fridays. Done, right? Weekend hits, Sunday comes, and I start looking back at the charts and I'm like, okay, I'm seeing it. I'm feeling what's going on. And I'm like, when price gets to this level or that level, and if I see this type of action on the lower time frames, I'm going to XYZ. I'm going to short. I'm going to long. And what ends up happening is I sit down and I literally watch these setups. I want to say I talked about this briefly, basically the past few videos. I might have said this already. It's like I watch these setups literally happen and then I just don't take the trade. It's like I sabotage myself. Does that happen to you? Please let me know. I'm sure I can't be the only one. I literally will plan these things in advance. They show up. I don't take the trade. Or I'll conveniently get distracted with something, or I don't I might be away and then I don't hear my alerts go off, so I can't place the trade. And I can't tell you how many times this is starting to happen. I'm trying to view it as a bittersweet thing because it's okay, well, at least I'm kind of finding that I am planning really good setups. It's just just take the trade. But no, I can't for some reason. This is very good. This is very good. So there's something within me. I was starting to think maybe the trades that I plan out like that, maybe subconsciously I'm putting another little layer of thought into these trades. And it's maybe I'm caring too much about them. So when the setups actually start to happen and I say, okay, when price gets here and I see this type of action, I'm going to do XYZ. When it actually starts to do that, maybe I get scared, right? Maybe I just get spooked to wait a second, this is happening way too exactly what I was thinking, what I was saying, what I was planning. Maybe I get scared. I don't know if it's that. I think maybe it's more of because I put a little bit more care into some of these setups and planning them, maybe I just don't want to be wrong on them. I start doubting. I start seeing things I don't need to see on the charts, or letting too much of the news like affect the plan. And then what happens is I'll take worse setups after those trades have come and went, right? I don't know if I just said this already in the video. I think I did, but I'm going to say it again, because it's something I have to keep reminding myself. And I'll probably remind you too, like if you're not, unless you like literally just started learning how to trade like yesterday, maybe this won't apply to you yet, but if you've been like learning strategies, working on your psychology, taking trades, whether you're in your own personal funded, you funded your own account, or you're doing prop firms, I feel like, if you've been learning from legit sources and you have been trading for 3 to like 6 months, maybe, or even a year, let's just say a year, there's a very good chance with everything you know right now, you have enough information, like strategy wise, to make consistent money. I really believe that, because there are people out there that I watch that are just trading so simply, and they talk about things that I know, and they're just doing them. They're trusting themselves. I'm having a very hard time trusting myself. Well, yeah, I do. I'm having a hard time trusting myself. And I'm trying to figure out why. See, this is a ranting video. You're watching a little back trading video right now. This should, I'm trying to figure this out. I'm really trying to figure this out. It's strange because I believe in myself. Like, I believe there's going to be a day all of this really clicks, and it's slowly happening. I can look back over my journey and say, I know so much more than when I started. And I have definitely made progress from when I started, and I'm doing a little bit deeper work on my trading plans and rules, and creating rules for myself and following them. And I do believe they've been helping. And then I have these backsliding moments and right now it's not breaking rules. I haven't really been breaking rules. I have adjusted one rule. I've allowed myself to be able to take 3 trades, but under very specific conditions. So, I did adjust that. But other than that, I've been following my rules pretty good. So it's not that. It's going to be more about trusting myself, the conviction I have in what I'm seeing and what the charts are telling me and what I feel like I should be doing. And that's what it is. I think that's a big part of it. Is this something that you struggle with too, or no? Or if you know what I'm talking about and you've beat this, you figured it out, you got over this. It's a psychological thing for sure for me. I don't know. I've really have been thinking, am I scared of success? I've heard people talk about that, being scared. If you actually make it, are you gonna blow it? I'm trying to think, maybe there's some of that. I've definitely come a ways with my patience. It's just it just seems like with the patience thing, you have to be 100% on that. That's what it feels like, at least to me right now. You've got to be 100% good with your patience. I mean, that's trying to be perfect, and I know I'm not going to be perfect. FOMO is still getting me, especially on the times that I'm talking about where I plan these trades and I start to see them setting up literally like perfectly. And then I don't trade them or I miss them some type of way, some type of weird, bizarre way. And I don't chase trades, but then I'll start to see other setups that are not, sometimes they're setups I don't even usually take. The other day was a great example. I'm going to try to find it. This is it. I just pulled it up right here where I said I missed this trade. I had literally been planning this. I believe the night before I was looking at this and looking at these levels. And I'm kind of forgetting now how it is looking all crazy, but I saw this trade and was going to enter below the low of this bull candle here as it broke this little trend line, and it was at the level that I had been like looking at for a while. Just missed it. I tried to take a retest. This candle came in, closed strong below it, and I thought maybe it could get back right here where the entry was, and just came up a little bit. I waited literally like all day. I wrote this little arrow, thought the bull would step in here. So I was careful to not really trade. I wanted to short. That's what I wanted to do. It came and I just did not, kind of sabotaged myself. When was this again? Even today there was a trade, right? It was actually an after hours or whatever in the other session. There's this trend line. This trend line I drew. 4 hour. After I kind of spotted it sort of on the daily and then looked at it on the 4 hour and kind of watched it. And I said to myself right here, the price comes down to this trend line for the retest, right? So basically 4 hour breakout retest. I'm going to get in on the retest. Well, let me tell you what happened. This is crazy. Instead of waiting for this, I took some other kind of stupid trade. And I don't even remember now. It was right here. This is what I did. So, and I usually don't trade at this time anyways, but because Monday was going to be like a half day or whatever, I decided to try it. So I'm not mad about trying it, you know. And I went long the wrong time. I decided to take a 10 EMA trade, and that did not work out. Got in, immediately ran to my stop. Before this trade, I thought to myself, I want to go long as close as I can get to this 4 hour trend line break. With a retest. I got impatient. I saw this 10 EMA set up and I just took that instead. And then once I got stopped out, at least I didn't get stopped out for a full R. I mean, just tiny bit. It bounced. I mean, just very, in just the greatest way right off of that line. But I just didn't get in. I believe this night I had to leave anyways, so I couldn't get back in. I mean, I haven't made one of these ranting videos in I don't know how long. Let's go back to the 21st. So that's another example of what I'm talking about. Like, okay, like I'm seeing this and that's what I'm going to do. So yeah, this is that short I was telling you about. Let's take a good old look here. Little trend here. RSI was going down while this was kind of trying to go up. So I was looking at that. Again, I had planned once it got to the previous day's high to like see what price was going to do. Broke the trend line. Here it is. And look at that short. I mean, entry would have been here. Failed the retest. Couldn't get up there. And that would have been an insane trade. And I remember thinking like, this is a trade. Like before any of this happened, I remember literally thinking, all right, this is a trade that like when I'm in it, like I need to hold. Like I just had that feeling like it's gonna be pretty good. But what did I do? I missed it. And then, like a silly person, as price was just literally, and it was happening so fast, rampaging down, I decided, well, let me just flip. Maybe, okay, we're still above the hourly 50 EMA. Let me just get in near the top of this consolidation right here. Maybe this is where the bulls will step in at some point, or not at some point, like the top, to kind of save themselves a little bit, right? And it was something like that, and just totally lost. Like, I'd been wanting to short. So that's just like a little example, this happens a good amount. And what's crazy is, like, on those bigger wins, I know that winning that big like that for me, it would help me not continue to keep trading, because I'm not one of those people where if I have a really big win that I'm going to continue trading throughout the day. I'm going to be done. So there's so many of these setups where I would just be done for the day. Anyways, this is a long video. I'm sitting here just trying to really, I don't know, maybe I'm just comparing myself too much to people. I'm not trusting myself at times. I don't know. I'm going to figure it out, and I'm going to have to conquer this. God has allowed me to do this. And like I've said before, I've gone way too far to just give up on this. But I need to trade even smarter than what I've been trading. So that's it. I haven't done a longer video like this in a while. Let me know what you think about this. I know this is a little bit of a ranting type of video, but I don't know, I'm making this also because one day I want to be able to look back at some of these videos, and hopefully I look back on this one and can see more growth that I've made. That's the end of this video. Like and subscribe. I'll be back soon.